Coventry are throwing away their chance here to win their silverware. Kick number 5 for Wolves. Oh, another great save from Murphy. That is 3. He is the hero of the Johnston Paint Trophy. Who's going to be the real hero? Is it Webster, the old guard, the veteran? He has done it, and Coventry win their first silverware. So the month of April is underway, and it is the 1st of April, which is often a time deemed for a good old practical joke, but this one had me questioning that date indeed. Coventry City proposing a new contract conversation with the owners and the chairman, Adam Pearson, coming at the Coventry manager, Tony Owens, with this offer. A 1-year contract on £875 a week. And the following visions for the club, well, they don't really have any at the moment. No expectation, no budget, that's a bit of a crappy part, but 65k per week budget, not so bad. And they've come at us with no agreed philosophies and no agreed requests at this stage. Of course, still a month and a bit to play. Where will we end up here at Coventry? Will we re-sign the contract? And it really went without saying that Coventry are happy to announce, Adam Pearson, the chairman, is happy to announce, and the club and the fans as well, happy to announce that Tony Owens has signed a new contract with Coventry City. As you can see, they have extended them out to 2 years, so getting a little bit extra. We don't want to leave Coventry yet. We've done a lot of good work here. We still had 3 months to go, but we're going to stick around for the long haul. It's great to get a new contract. So it's all been a real bed of roses so far for April, where we are having a look back here on the month of April in review. We've had a new contract. We've got the cup in the cabinet. Can you believe the start to this month we've had? Bringing back a trophy and now getting a new contract, securing our future for the next 2 years. Can things get better? We have to stay concentrated here because we still have a league season to finish. So although we're in superb form, we need to settle things down, take it down a notch, and go back to the hard grind of the League One season. Now we start things off here with a game against Crewe, and we need to make sure that we don't get too involved in our recent successes just yet, and we have to replay out the remaining 7 or so matches of the season, hopefully at our peak. So let's have a look at the team for today. A couple of changes here, a couple of players returning from injury or going out with injury. At the end of last month, when we played out that final match that was against Wolves, we had a couple of injuries. Webster out for 8 to 10 days, so he will be gone for the start of the month of April. That's a bit of a blow. He really was. Well, he was the cup winner, wasn't he? But let's have a look at this team before I ramble on too much about what's happened. So exciting stuff. So we've got Robbie Thompson starting in goal. We've got Adams and Lobjewett. Still Lobjewett playing at right back. I would prefer him in midfield, quite obviously, because he is a superb midfielder, but we're going to make do with him out there at right back just while we're down on defenders. Gasparado and Maximenko, the two big names in central defence. Dicker and Thomas, Dicker and Thomas in the midfield. Musa comes in to partner Baker. There's some tired players out there. Reason for these changes: Mansett and Wilson will man the ship up front. So a few changes, but really that is key, is having a squad, not a team that can win you matches. Let's check out the game. Coventry versus Crewe away. This one should be good. 14th we sit at the moment. Can we increase that as we hit to the end of the season? So here we are, underway. Crewe at home. Now we're out with Webster. It's just 3 days after the final, as I mentioned earlier, and it's a chance for Crewe straight away, but it's dealt with. So 3 days after the final, so we're having to really break this team up. But here we go. Wilson, straight away, off the whistle. Can't even do an intro, and this game has got a goal. It's 1-0. The Sky Blues take the lead. And what a goal to start us off from Wilson. And we're into the second half now already. That is the only real highlight we have to speak of. As it's thumped downfield from Thompson. Now, Crew is 19th. And we have to travel away for this game. Should be one we're winning if we want to push up for these top places, but I'm sure Crew will have something to say about that as they attack through Lee Smith. That's a good chance, but easily dealt with from Thompson. It's great having two class goalkeepers in the team. Really not something that you associate with rotation as the goalkeeper, but it is proving a really good tactic for us here. Manton and Manset exchange passes. Going back to Dicker, who chooses to clear it all the way back to Thompson. And he will put in an absolute thumper. Way upfield that goes. Bit of a congestion there. But Wilson gets it back. He finds Dicker. Back to Wilson. Wilson coming back to midfield. Looking to get some support from his midfield players, but he's lost out. And Crew come away. And Slanzer. Lozza's going on goal. What a save from Thompson. Pure class. And how can you say that about two goalkeepers? Goodness me, Molyneux will take the corner. Chance here for Crew on the rebound. That's a goal. More scores for Crew. And they are right back in this now. It's 1-1. And Crew could be stealing a point here from Coventry. 19th spot, they really need it too if they're going to keep their season alive. They are right down there in the threat zone of relegation. Here's a nice pop ball through the middle. Beautiful pass, here's Leachsmith again. Great save from Thompson. He's been called into action a couple of times already, and he's proving his worth. Molyneux with the corner, they got a goal last time they had this set piece situation. Adams saves it. Oh, and what a brilliant diving save from Thompson. Boy, the keeper and defenders are really stepping up here. 2 goals definitely saved as Manset now gets in the defensive action, clearing it from his own goal line. Molyneux again, Adams just gets in the way. And Davis has Wolves double teamed and he loses it. Here comes Musa, chance on the break, counter attack from Coventry, infield they go. Oh, brilliantly from Wilson! Wilson scores! Coventry take the lead here in the 90th minute. Still 94 minutes playing on. A corner for Crew, brilliantly dealt with from Maximenko. And that is the final whistle. Wilson with a superb double to lead his side, Coventry, to a 2-1 win. So let's review that brilliant away win for Coventry. With that, they move up to 54 points and they slide up to 13th spot. That is the good news, the great news even. The former players, Cullen Wilson, an 8.8, Frank Musa, 8.3. Brilliant performances from those two. Man of the match for Wilson as well. The defenders, very good. Leon Lobjewett. The man is a machine. Like, seriously, how is he so good in 2/3 of the field? A 7.5 for him at right back. He is just such a key player for Coventry. Maximenko 7.1 and Blair Adams rounds it out with a 7.1 as well. The bad though, the real bad, is the injuries to Baker and to Connor Thomas. So Thomas isn't such a big deal. He's kind of a fringe player, but Baker, that is a big blow to lose him. Couple of yellows as well there, but that's not a big deal. It is the 91st minute strike for Cullen Wilson to give a very, very important win to Coventry City. We can see the stats there. They didn't control the attacking third much at all there, but 59% of the ball they controlled the midfield, and that was where they based their win. A good win, 2-1, and that's a good way, even better way, really, on top of what's already happened. April is looking fantastic. So the Sky Blues return home today for their second match of April, where they find MK Dons waiting for them out there on the pitch. So return home today, very nice after their win last week against Crew. So they're returning here. And the team that will be running out, of course, they've had a little bit of rest now. they've had a bit of recovery, and they have Jordan Clark back in the mix as well. So let's have a look at that team with Jordan Clark back. We have Murphy, who is returning back to goal. So like I said, a week off there for those players after that grand final has been great, a bit of a refresher for them, and they'll be better for that. So it's Murphy in goal. Adams will join Clark, Jordan Clark at the back. So that has freed up Lobjewett. It's Gasparotto and Maximenko again at the centre backs, and Mantom will sit in midfield with Leon Lobjewett. The key man is really proving his worth to the side here. Fleck and Baker back into the team. Of course, no big concern there with the injury to Baker. He has recovered fully in the time off and will take his spot back on the field. Just a little niggle for him, thankfully, because he could have been a massive blow. Callum Wilson, after a great showing last week, will partner Manset up front once again. Let's head to the match here. It's Coventry at home to MK Dons. Kick-off here for the 17th place Dons. Away to Coventry. Good crowd too, 3,610 turning out for this match here for Coventry. And the pitch, well, I'd say, isn't looking in too good of a nick here in the middle. A bit of mud, a bit of a mess. And the game will still go on though, despite that. No bad weather as it's straight away for the Dons, and Chadwick, a chance to open up. But Murphy, well, two keepers again in superb form. Murphy is going to show just how valuable he is. And it makes you think here, the competition is superb for these two players. Lobjewett just toes it back. Manton can't get it, and it's freed away for McLeod. A chance here on the counter for Dons. Oh, brilliant work from McLeod. Can he find the man running forward? He doesn't, and he puts away a dreadful shot. Sideline, a bit scuffed up there as well. The field is not in the best of nick at all. Here we go, 25 minutes in. Baker feeling a bit better after his little knock last week. He finds Lobjewett, who switches play. Over to Adams. Pops it through nicely for Fleck. Now's a chance. Oh, Fleck, what a strike. 1-0 to Coventry. What a goal. Fleck is proving to be an absolute phenomenon at the moment. And kick-off from Dons, getting the game underway. It's 1-0 to Coventry, though. And their form at the moment is just blisteringly good. Here's Bowditch. Oh, these shots here from MK Dons are absolutely shocking. No chance they're going to score at all here. Near on half an hour gone. Once again, you look at here. Dons are really over this game here. Manset's through. Manset's on goal. He's back behind the defence. And he shoots it straight at the keeper. What a mess up from Manset. Now the back pass. Looks for Wilson. He finds Smith. And the Dons attack into a big tackle from Lobjewett. Puts him on the ground. A beautiful pass through for Fleck. Good defence. Sliding in front of the shot. Gives away the corner, but very well defended that shot. Flick again. Will take the corner, floats it into the middle. Nicely positioned, but dealt with from the defence. Gasparotto goes back for it. He finds himself with two Dons defenders. Mantum switches to Maximenko, who's backtracking. Long ball, finds the Dons players. A couple of them there, just loitering around, but it's bounced back in the way of Coventry. Here's Jordan Clark, finally back in the team, and nice pass in field. Look for Lobjewett, who eventually gets it in his flashy red boots. Chooses to turn and switch the play away for Fleck, who gets a poor first touch, loses the ball. Still 1-0 to Coventry here. Still in the first half. Plenty of highlights at the moment, but at this rate, Dons are just going to be shooting at the stadium next door. Their shots on target has been absolutely poor today. Big contestant in the air. Finally goes forward. Good ball from the Dons. Oh, this is it. Bullock. Oh, he's again messed that up. And he cannot buy a trick at the moment. Murphy will take the goal kick. And he'll pump it very well down to halfway. Smith gets it. He back passes all the way to the goalkeeper, Martin, who clears the ball up. Now, it's Manset with it. He's got a man running forward. It's Baker. Look out. Here he comes. And a beautiful save from Martin. Forces the corner once again. This is Good defending and good goalkeeping from both sides. The corner comes in, and Lapper does well easily with that. Another poor first touch from Fleck. The ball, dribbles clear, and Smith picks it up. Here's a chance for the counter-attack. Here's Bowditch again. Long ball, over the top, brilliant ball. Tries to head it across, but in the way is Gasparato. So after a hectic first half, we now return to the second. And wow, plenty of highlights in that first 45. Free kick for Coventry. Fleck chooses just to pass it away. Gasparato switches directions. Owens, Smith intercepts, but he just goes long. And there's no one home here for Dons. And it's eventually picked up from the Coventry defence. And it's an easy possession back for them. Manton finds Lobjewett, enjoying his role back in the midfield. Nice ball forward. Finds Manset, who looks to feed it through for Baker. Oh, that is a horrible foul. Inside the box, it's got to be a penalty. Calling it's harsh, but boy oh boy, he took him down with a heavy crash. And Hodgson gets a yellow card for his troubles as well. Well, the Dons are not happy about this call. They feel it was harsh, and it's really, if it goes in, will harm their chances after 80 minutes to win this match. Fleck scores! It's the second goal for Coventry, 2-0. Superbly taken penalty, and you have to say Coventry are the experts. Hodgson finds Lappin, goes around the corner nicely to McLeod, puts it back, big driving shot, surely, now for Smith. Oh, what a save from Murphy. Off the crossbar it comes, and Murphy has saved the day once again. 90 minutes is up here. Gasparato takes the goal kick down. There's no real chance of Dons getting that back, and they have only themselves to blame for this result. Adams is looking to wind down the clock. Coventry are looking to wind down the clock. They lose possession though, and Smith has it for Dons. Goes forward for Lappin on the left side, comes infield though, gets in a tussle with Clark. The ball scrubs free, comes from McLeod, and Murphy deals with that like it's a Sunday stroll. No worries for the mighty Joe Murphy. He thumps it downfield looking for Manset, who rises high but can't claim the header. And it falls away for Lappin. Oh, Galloway and Manton getting a bit of a tangle up as the ball's hit long. It'll be too long. And the Coventry fans are loving this. A great result from their team here. When will the ref call time? It's 2-0. There's no chance of a comeback here as we tick in nearly to 92 minutes. Maximenko intercepts again, goes long, but no one's really interested. Neither side really are really too keen on anything at all. Even Dons are going back to their keeper, not even interested in attacking. The goal kick goes into the stands. And finally, the whistle was blown for Coventry. That really dragged on, but it's a 2-0 win. The home side take the points. So the result is in the bag, 2-0. Coventry will be happy with that result. They'll be happy with the points in the bag. And speaking of points in the bag, it is Coventry who sit up to 11th now, which is very good, beating 17th place. So that's good. You beat 19th, you beat 17th. You know, if you want to be a top place side, you need to beat those lower place teams. So they go up to 57 points and up to 11th, and they're really knocking on the door now of that top 10. Reviewing today's match, 2-0 over MK Dons. We see Fleck was really, well, he was the man of the match in both opinions. He got an 8.8, a very good performance. Everyone behind him as well, midfield and defence, getting a rating in the 7s, which is extremely good. Callum Wilson had a bit of a dip after that great match last week to go down to a 6.4, seeing him replaced later on in the match as well. Yellow cards, a few of them in the match. Adams and Wilson getting one apiece. Galloway and Hodgson for MK Dons getting one as well. So not the best day for the Dons at all. Looking at the stats here, and Coventry are really dominating matches here with possession. 57 today and 16 shots on goal, 10 on target, and a good basis for winning matches. 2-0 and up to 11th we go. So match 3 of April now, and things start to get a bit serious here. 2 reasons this match is thoroughly important, hugely important. This is against Peterborough, the 5th place side in the league. It is away, which is always makes things harder, but more importantly, most importantly, a win here today secures Coventry will be safe from relegation. That is the key point and the key thing to take from this match. If we win, we are safe and we cannot, no matter what happens, get relegated from League One, which really was the goal right from the start. We're far beyond the position of even considering that an end of season target now. So Peterborough 5th, and it's good the reinforcements in defence have arrived with Willis and Webster returning back. So let's have a look at the team here. It's Murphy will be starting in goal. It'll be Jordan Clark and Blair Adams on the 2 sides of defence, with Webster and Willis in the middle. So this is a return of really the marquee defensive line. Lobjewett and Manton, once again, marquee midfielders. We're pretty much back to full strength here. Baker and Fleck, they will be out in the wings, and we get the return of Rudy Gestet. He is going to hopefully really improve the attack of this side. We're a bit hot and cold when it comes to scoring goals, and some days we can be fantastic, other days horrible. You've seen it all. Gestet hopefully for us will be a bit of consistency, and beside him will be the youngster Andy Ryan. Hopefully he can develop into a consistent player as well. Let's check out the action here. It's Coventry travelling away to Peterborough in the Sky Bet League One. And we are underway here. Away match for Coventry, playing in the yellow and blue. And they have really the first chance of the match as Baker heads back, finds Tomlin. Wrong coloured shirt there, and he goes very long. The chance here already for Peterborough. Attacking against the run of play 10 minutes into the match. Holding it up, waiting for his midfielders to come back, and Barr gets it near halfway. Finds Samuel, and there's another chance coming forward to the box. Can he find a cross? No, Little again waits for the defence to come across to him. Now he crosses, long far post, and it has hit the post. Wow, Peterborough unlucky instantly. This is a real match, and these sides have been a few times already, and each time it is a real battle out there. Peterborough have a good side, and you can tell they're 5th. That's a pretty good reason of why they have a good side. A corner kick aren't there from Little. And Shorey will take it. Goes in nicely to the centre of the goal mouth, and it's headed away. Nicely done. Coventry's defence holding tight as Willis heads on. Fleck gives it another flick. And it goes down to Little once again. It's all Peterborough at the moment. Shorey goes through to Samuel. Murphy makes a great save. Rain falling here. As the players are starting to get covered in mud, we won't be able to tell them apart if they keep this up. Baker up the right, carrying a bit of a knock here. Hopefully won't affect him too much. Puts in a beautiful cross. Sits up, falls back to Lobjewett, who passes to the ref almost. And finding Manton. Goes to Adams. Fleck on the left. Oh, big tackle on Fleck. He eats dirt. He eats dirt big time, and he's struggling here to run. He has fallen over, and he is struggling on his feet. That could be a problem. He's jogging now slightly. That's good news for Coventry fans. As Baker slips through. Float foot shot. And a little beautiful lobby shot into the corner. Can't find its mark. Here's Ryan. And Andy Ryan just about loses out. Gestet turns. Beautifully delivered. Goal! Goal for Baker. Well, he looked like he'd deliver earlier. This time he feeds off Gestet, and he delivers a beautiful finish along the ground. That is how it's done. Peterborough complaining of offsides, but the goal will stand. It's 1-0 to Coventry. A couple minutes to go before half-time. A great period to get the goal. And what is Coventry, what is Peterborough thinking there? Just passing between the two central defenders. Not going to score any goals that way, Peterborough. As McCann comes down the left. Now they're getting a bit more attacking. Runs straight into the defence. This is good work here. Coventry are looking very assured at the back with the return. And as I say that, Tomlin goes through. The shot goes wide. A powerful strike. And we head to the break for half time. The match resuming here. 48 minutes. Fleck with a free kick. Webster and Willis. Now the old hands of this defence. Willis is certainly not an old hand. Very young, skillful player. But they're not interested really in forcing this match at all. Coventry happy at 1-0. They're happy to lead. And they're happy to make Peterborough find their way back into this match. Back it goes. The keeper thumps it forward. And Clark, well, he's been impressive since he's returned. And that pass wasn't quite the best though. Again, a long ball from the keeper. And again it finds Clark. This time he's on target, finding Lobjewett, who gives it straight to Barr. What a horrible play there from Coventry. But they're just playing really to keep their leaders. Tomlin again! Gets his shot off, but beautifully saved. Here's Shorey. Free kick off the post! Oh, dear me, Peterborough, what do you have to do to score? The crossbar acting as like it's two keepers out there at the moment. Barnett. Now you can tell he's just come on the field because he's the only player who has white shorts. The others are all muddy. As another good log ball goes through, but it's too deep. And Murphy sweeps around and cleans up the messy biscuits. The Coventry keeper is in good form at the moment, has to be said. His heroics of that Johnson Paint Trophy will be never forgotten from any Coventry fan. They still lead 1-0 here. McCann comes down the left, looking to cross. His players are in the middle. Decides not to. Goes back to Shorey instead, who switches across. Finds Little. Little pops a nice ball inside, and he's in behind the defence. Oh, he's hit the post again. Well, if you got half a point for hitting the post or the upright or the crossbar, Peterborough would win. As it is, though, they've lost this one. Unable to find the net, they found the woodwork plenty of times, but it will finish 1-0 to Coventry. So to wrap up the match here, Peterborough going down to Coventry. A fantastic result in a match that really was full of action for Peterborough, but the defence and the upright, the crossbar, the pole, the woodwork, whatever you want to call it, was the difference on the day. Peterborough with 21 shots. 21! Only 9 of those were on target, and they can really blame the post for stopping everything. Coventry have the post to thanks, and they also have a beautifully taken goal from Carl Baker to thank as well. Rudy Gestedt putting a beautiful ball through for his winger, who finished the job without any problem at all. Coventry only 7 shots, 4 of those were on target, so not so many shots there, but it doesn't matter if you only get one. You only need 1 goal to win if your defence is good enough, which for Coventry it was today. A few 7s littered throughout. Baker 7.5, Lobjewett, Adams, Willis and Clark all getting in the 7s as well. Webster a bit tired, he got taken off as the match wore on, but Coventry hang on, and with that they stay 11th, but they move up to 60 points and they keep the pressure on those top 10 places. And the beautiful thing about it, Coventry City, the Sky Blues, have now avoided relegation.